Okay, Nancy, you want to go ahead and get started?
Okay. Welcome to the first and hopefully the last virtual installation of the Jefferson City Area Board of Realtors. Thank you all for taking your valuable time today to join us. At this time, we're going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States
of America,
and to the republic
for which it
for which it
stands,
stands, one
one
nation,
nation, under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty
liberty and justice
for all.
It's my pleasure now to turn the meeting over to Sharon Keating.
This is going to be kind of a little short meeting. You guys will be surprised. We're going to be installing local directors and local officers, and of course we'll hear from our brand new president, Ms. Denise McCorkle. I would like to warn you that you need to have a beverage of your choice ready for the end. It can be alcoholic or not, just something that we can do a toast with at the end of our ceremonies here. Those of you that are directors, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand, and we will be able to see you, of course, if you have your video on, which we hope we can. If we can't see you, we're going to assume that you raised your right hand for this pledge. Robin Staten, Teresa Regalado, Audrey Houchins, Carla Bryson, Logan Gratz, Bunny Tricky Cotton, Kim Stockstill, Cameron Cotton, Alan Wheat, Anna Ewers, Larry Keating, Stephanie Biggs, and Nancy Gratz. Will you all please raise your right hands? You have been elected as a member of your board to help direct the business for your fellow realtors. As elected, you have been chosen to help, advise, and conduct the business of the Jefferson City Area Board of Realtors. I advise you to do so with all fairness, not only to your fellow members, but to remember you have a fidelity to the public as well. Therefore, I will ask you these questions, or I will actually ask you to say I do at the end of these statements. Be governed in your acts by honesty and justice. Help guide the board in conformity with your constitution and bylaws. Work toward the betterment of your board and its members. If you so subscribe to these ideas, please say, I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
We're assuming everyone said I do. I couldn't keep.
I do.
All right. So by the authority conferred upon me, I proclaim each of you duly installed as directors of the Jefferson City Area Board of Realtors. I'm not sure how duly that was since we had to do it on Zoom, but you are installed. Now we have some officers we need to install. So would Kayla Hoey as president-elect raise her right hand? And Treasurer Blake Werner? And Secretary Denise Pittman? And I'm going to go through the requirements for you as your local board officers. With your election to and acceptance of your respective offices, it is assumed that you are in full accord with the objectives of the Jefferson City Area Board of Realtors, the Missouri Realtors, and the National Association of Realtors. So I'm going to ask you if you promise to administer the responsibilities of your office with your fellow officers in conformity with the Constitution and bylaws of the Jefferson City Area Board of Realtors, if you promise to observe and enforce the Realtors Code of Ethics, and promise to be honest in your acts and be governed by justice, promise to uphold and support the Missouri Realtors and the National Association of Realtors, and if you so subscribe, please say, I do. I can't hear people. Are you still muted? I forgot to tell you to unmute.
I do. I do.
All right, Denise. And do we have, where is Kayla? I can't hear you, Kayla.
I do.
All right, and is Blake out there?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you all very much. We certainly appreciate your willingness to accept these positions and these honors, but duties as well. And now it's time that for the installation for our local president. It's my honor to have been asked to install your 2021 President, Denise McCorkle. We did not, however, suspect it would be under these circumstances, but we're going to have a party later, right, Denise? You're going to need to unmute yourself so you're ready, because you're going to give a speech here in a minute. Okay, there she goes. I know that you have thoughtfully considered the importance of this position to which you've been elected. I know that because you've told me. In 2021 will be a challenging, rewarding year for you, hopefully. Maybe not as challenging as our past year has been in many ways for you and others of us. With these thoughts in mind, would you please raise your right hand? Do you promise to uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Jefferson City Area Board of Realtors, the Missouri Realtors, and the National Association of Realtors? And do you promise to observe and enforce the Realtor Code of Ethics, to be governed by the principles of honesty and justice in carrying out the duties of President, and to administer the responsibilities of the office of President to the best of your ability? If you so subscribe, please say, I do.
I do.
By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I proclaim you duly and officially installed as the President of the Jefferson City Area Board of Realtors, and I want to offer you my heartiest congratulations and best wishes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, everybody.
Yay.
Well, go right ahead and tell us what you have to say right now.
So, you know, they say in times of change that the learners will inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. And that's like one of my favorite quotes from Eric Hoffer that reminds me, and it's perfect for our previous year, but it reminds me that as uncomfortable and difficult as change has been and often is, it's a necessary element of life that continues to push us to grow and learn and evolve. And I know that the previous year has certainly been full of change, and I'm certain that we're probably in for more of it this year. But your Missouri State President, Janet Judd, I just got back from a Missouri conference. She ran on a platform for office that all ideas matter. And in these times, it really hit me, you know, that really is more important than ever that we think outside the box, because the way that we're used to doing things is rapidly changing. So I thought, you know, everything we have as an organization we use and continue to succeed with simply started as an idea. So I kind of like to extend Janet's mission to you and reiterate that if any of you throughout this year have an idea, please feel free to call me, call any one of the leadership team, or anyone on the board of directors to share, because I feel like that's just very important. One thing I did want to share with you, just because this isn't really my speech, but this is kind of our general membership meeting as well, and it plays into ideas. New this year, we're having a forum that I would like everyone to please consider getting involved in. Last year's Long Range Planning Committee had an idea that maybe instead of meeting just one time a year with a small group, we would try and plan for, open it up to the entire membership and plan for more emerging issues that threaten our industry and even on a local level. So this year, we're going to have the Emerging Issues Task Force. Everyone on the board is invited to attend, open up for discussion. Kayla's going to be running that with Kim, and we've got some fantastic leaders to lead us through that, and it's a good forum. What they're going to do then is take all of your ideas that you bring to us and your concerns, and then feed that to the Long Range Planning Committee so that we have more of a local focused impact in that group. So in closing, I just wanted to share with you that last fall I attended a leadership conference, and the guy running it compared our industry kind of to a garden. In the beginning, you know, it was just a piece of ground until someone had the idea to plow it and plant it and work it to harvest a crop. Then for many generations, others joined in laboring with their plows, planting, trying new methods, fertilizing with new ideas, and acquiring new ground to build a bigger harvest. So from one generation to the next, as we as realtors continue to keep plowing that ground, fertilizing that soil, and planting new seeds as we pray for a good climate conditions and defend our crop from the weeds and the diseases that can ruin it. I recently purchased, as many of you may have seen, the naming rights to our conference training room at the board office in memory of my sweet mama, Sandy Pringer, who was the most positive, optimistic cheerleader in my life. I named it the JCABOR Garden to remind us all of our duty to carry forward what those before us have labored to build, and to remember that we reap what we sow, and should be ever mindful of this, that we are planting seeds and not weeds. I'm proud to serve as your 2021 Jefferson City Area Board President. I thank those before us very much for their hard work and dedication in providing us this ground, and I thank you for continuing to plow it and protect it with me.
Thank you, Denise. Those were very good words. Yeah, thank you very much. If you have a beverage, let's get it out right now. Carla was already drinking, I saw her. I don't know about the rest of you, I wasn't paying attention. Carla's on the top of my screen, so I could see her. So I want to offer a toast. And if somebody else has a word to say in toast, please unmute yourself and we'll certainly let you have a word or two. But I would like to toast our 2021 leadership team and wish you all the very best situations and wonderful but easy decisions. And of course, that's probably not what's going to happen, but we'll all be there. And I think we need to pledge to you that we will stand behind you. And if we need to, we'll stand in front of you, but we'll definitely be beside you to help you this year. Thank you so much. Any other words of wisdom from someone else here? Or maybe not wisdom? Okay. Well, you can certainly congratulate these people directly yourselves. We certainly appreciate their devotion to us. There is an interactive part to this little show today. We hope it will work. Of course, you know how those things go. On the screen, Donna's going to share a website and a code. So if you will quickly write that code down, or if you can, if you're capable of doing two things on your screen at once, if you'll go to menti.com and enter that code, you will be able to put in 3 words of what you're hopeful for in 2021. And it will make one of those word power things, the word cloud. They're very cool. And it would be fun to see what we all come up with. So I encourage you all to please go there right now and we'll come back and finish up. So we'll give you a little time to do that just for a few minutes.
I feel like I should say bingo.
Bingo.
Yeah. Bingo.
So you can see on your screen, the words are still coming in. 33 of you managed to get in there. For those of you that don't know how this particular thing works, the larger words get more, have been input more. Surprise, surprise, health. After 2020, no wonder, right? Peace is a big one. Success is a big one. Obviously, a lot of people have put that in. I see hugs over here way on the left. That's pretty cute. So Donna, are you saving this and will we be able to see it again somewhere?
Yes, I believe it does save it. So yeah, I thought I would share that with everybody.
Okay. Well, thanks for playing with us, people. That was fun. We got 43 of you in there, or 43 words anyway. Let's see. Every year at this installation, when we normally can be together and have worried about how slick it was to get there today, we award one of our Realtor members with the Community Achievement Award, which is a pretty special award. You know, the National Association has a major Good Neighbor Award, and we also select a good neighbor from Missouri. In fact, have we had one or two people from Jeff City get the Good Neighbor Award for the state? I know Alan Mudd got it one time, right?
Right. Oh, I don't know if there was someone else or not.
I don't think so, but we nominate people usually. And of course, our board is so active, we do well in these things usually. We do have a short video now in which your fearless leader, Ms. Gratz, will announce the 2020.
Community Achievement Award is to recognize and honor an individual who makes things happen within our community in general, makes a selfless contribution to enhance the quality of life in Jefferson City. Each year, the board recognizes one of its members who gives back to the community. Normally, we present the award at our annual installation banquet,
Hey,
but thanks to COVID, as you've heard many times this year, we've had a change of plans. It's my honor today to present Ken Thanen, Action Realty, with the 2020 Jefferson City Area Board of Realtors Community Achievement Award for his dedication and service to River City Habitat for Humanity. River City Habitat for Humanity will receive a $300 donation from the board today toward its efforts to help families achieve homeownership. Congratulations, Ken. Job well done.
I'd like to thank the Jeff City Board of Realtors for receiving the Community Achievement Award. I feel honored and blessed. And I want to thank the Jeff City Board for that. I appreciate, I also have to thank my staff, employees for covering for me, doing all the work that I have over the years, and family, because without their support, I wouldn't have been able to do it. One of the things that I really enjoy about working with Habitat is that, you know, it's a cliche that you get more out of what you put in, but I can tell you personally that it really has enriched the quality and added a nice depth to my life of being able to give to the community and something that I have skills in. And I'd highly recommend everybody to whatever their talent is, to get involved in some way to make the community a better place. One of the reasons I like Habitat so well is because it is one of those that's a hand up, not a handout. And you give a good example. In 2000, the realtors actually come up with $25,000 to be part of a neighborhood build, where we built 3 of them at that time. And just in the last 6-9 months, the homeowner actually paid off that mortgage. And what's really nice about that is that that $25,000 was repaid and reworked. And now we also have a new possible homeowner that can sell a house or whatever. And so it really does the community a lot of good, and it just keeps on giving the original gift that we give. And, you know, I have to thank Habitat for being involved with them, because from Susan on doing this last house we did with the tornado victim, and I helped, you know, when we did the flood of that. And so it's just people really in need that just need that hand up, and it just makes a big difference in their lives. And to me, my soft spot's always been for the children of these Habitat families, that they can come home to a safe house and have a place where they don't have to worry about being kicked out, addicted, whatever, and that it teaches them, gives them good solid roots and an area to grow and nourish them in that environment. So that's always been my soft spot for Habitat, and that's why I've really got involved. And like I said, I just want to thank the board for the recognition. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Ken, and congratulations for the award. Certainly well deserved. How many of you guys have in your past, maybe not as real estate organization, have worked on one of those habitat houses. Any of them. It's really quite fun. And you do usually get to meet the future homeowner who's right there working with you. So you might consider that opportunity when you get it. I'd like to move on. Donna's back, good, because I needed you for this. We'd like to congratulate 2 people for being the 2 new life members of the board. Life membership is bestowed to those with 30 years of membership and for their contributions to the industry. And this year, we give that award to Marcel Fuller and to Larry Keating. And like I told everybody, it just means you're old, but whatever. We do appreciate you. Thank you, Marcel and Larry. We also have 2 other special awards that are usually presented at this annual banquet. So I guess you'll go out to eat after this or eat at home or whatever. We have a short video now, and it's presented by Nancy Gratz.
It's my honor and pleasure to present this Senate resolution to Nancy Gratz here this evening. You know, I've known Nancy for a long time. Jeanette and I have borrowed money from her when she was a banker. We've done work for her in our pest control business, and she's just been a great member of the community through all the various boards and volunteer work that she does. You know, obviously she's a member of the Jeff City Area Board of Realtors, the National Board of Realtors, the Women's Council of Realtors, the Chamber. She's been involved in the Home Builders Association. And so she's just done a lot of things, and she's received not only all the boards and commissions committees that she's on, but she's also received the William Quigg Award, and Lifetime Leadership Award, Realtors Community Achievement Award, the Zonta Club Woman of Achievement Award, the Chamber's Chairman Award in 1997.
Do you see it again?
And she was named one of the 10 outstanding young Missourians in 1990. So she's had a fantastic career in real estate and banking and community service. And she has a great family that's supporting her husband, Bill, and her children and grandchildren. So on behalf of myself and the whole Senate, we'd like to present Nancy with this resolution for all her accomplishments and wish her the best. Thanks, Nancy.
I would like to thank Senator Mike Bernskoetter for this neat proclamation. It means so much to me. It will go on my wall. And I also want to thank my family for allowing me to do the community service that I enjoy so much. Thanks again.
It is my great pleasure to be with you today to award the Eagle given by the Missouri Association of Realtors to presidents of our associations in honor of everything they do for the whole year that they are presidents of our association. You know, the eagle is a symbol of power, but it is also a symbol of freedom. And it's a symbol of courage. And importantly, it's a symbol of vision. Nothing sees better than an eagle that's soaring above and looking, well, in the eagle's case, for prey. But in our case, our vision that we have as leaders is critical to our associations being well led. And Nancy Gratz has epitomized the courage and the vision that this eagle represents. I'm delighted to give this to you, Nancy, and thank you so much for a great job in 2020.
Thanks, Sharon, for the Eagle Award. I really appreciate this, and you do such an awesome job of presenting it. It has been a great pleasure and honor to serve as your 2020 president of the Jefferson City Area Board of Realtors. Although this year was not your average year, I'm proud of how we all used our leadership and teamwork skills to not just survive, but to thrive. Thanks to the Board of Directors for your communication and best decisions leading the board in 2020. I would also like to thank our committee chairs. You had to work extra hard to make the Zoom meetings and everything happen. 2020 committee chairs, Margaret Minks, Community Outreach Diversity Awareness. This year was first year for United Way campaign, and so proud you led the realtors to almost a $8,000 contribution. Denise McCarkle, Compensation Committee, Kayla Hoy, Finance Committee, Beth McGeorge, Long Range Planning Committee, Jen Colvin, Marketing and Advertising Committee, Denise Pittman, MLS Committee, my husband, Bill Gratz, of 50 years, and again, I want to thank you for putting up with me doing this year, Political and Economic Responsibility Committee, Kim Idell, Realtors Educating and Challenging Teams, the REACT Board, Cameron Cotton, RPAC Fundraising Committee. And thanks, Cameron. I thought our goal was impossible, but you did it. Carla Bryson, Special Events Committee, Anissa Manis, Member Education and Services Task Force Committee. Last, but certainly not least, I want to thank Donna for all her leadership in getting her Zoom meetings going and all the help she gave me and the board this year. I feel like a Zoom expert now, thanks to you. Thanks also to Michaela for all your help to make JCABOR better. Last, thanks to all the realtors who made this year a success. Congratulations, we made it. On to an even better year. Congratulations, Denise.
I think that does it, Donna. You can breathe now. Oh, well, we have the wheel yet to do, right?
Yeah, and we'll see if that's going to work.
Okay. We do have a couple drawings here before we leave, but I'd like to announce that in March, we're planning an in-person celebration to honor the 2020 and 2021 leadership teams. So of JCABOR and WCR. So stay tuned, and we hope you can attend in person, of course, depending how things are. Before we adjourn, we have two $50 gift cards. So Donna's going to spin the virtual wheel. And I guess your registration entered you?
Yes, all the realtors and affiliates that were on today were added to the wheel. Okay, here we go.
It's like Wheel of Fortune. Debbie Lindquist. Congratulations, $50 gift certificate or gift card.
And we're going to see if this works again
Oh,
for a second drawing.
looks like it's going to. Oh, Ken Fainin. All right, so those are two 50 card gift winners and $50 gift card winners. We want to thank you all for participating. We know this isn't the fun event. We always really like to get together and do a nice, oh, I love that picture in the back of your setting there, Mark. It almost looked like that here today, didn't it? Please accept our thanks for being a part of this virtual event. Please be safe, and we look forward to continuing to see you at in-person events sometime in 2021.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thanks, everybody. Congratulations.
Congratulations to everybody, yes.